you want to improve your classroom management skills? Do you want to increase student engagement? How about amplifying student success? Then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Things That Work. We're on the letter E. E stands for enthusiasm. At the end of this video, you're going to find 2 extra tips that I thought of this morning on my way to work, and well, here I am, recording everything I need to record for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to know when we put more videos out, hit that subscribe button and click the bell next to it, and you will know every time we put a new video up. Check it out.
Enthusiasm. E for enthusiasm. That's right. You want to make sure that your enthusiasm for teaching and your subject matter comes across to your students. For instance, the way you do that is the very first thing, and we've talked about it in other videos. The very first thing you want to do is greet your students. This sets the tone for the rest of the class period. And don't forget, every class period is different, so every class period, you've got to amp up the enthusiasm. You should be tired by the end of the day if you are greeting each class with the same level of enthusiasm that you greet your first period. I know I am very tired by the end of the day, and I love that feeling of just sitting down in my chair behind my desk after all the students have left and reflecting on a day that I hope has been very constructive. Number 2, call students by name when you're talking to them. Use the students' names. If you're talking about a conversation you had with a student, use that student's name. Make sure that they know you care who they are. Not just that they're your students, but who they are individually. And one of the best ways to do that is using their name as often as possible, especially in conversation. When making comments to students, when talking to students, when correcting students' work, always make sure the comments are unbalanced, that you have more positive comments than negative comments. Always make sure that you are running a surplus of positive comments for the students. Negative comments can really damage a student's engagement level. Negative comments can really cause a student to feel like they are just not capable of success. When you offset those negative comments with more positive comments, you have begun to show them the enthusiasm that needs to be shown in order to increase their engagement and amplify their success. Allow students to see you genuinely excited by their success. When I have a student who has succeeded at something that maybe they've been struggling with, I am excited and I show them that I'm excited. I make a big deal out of it. I celebrate it. If it's worth doing well, it's worth celebrating. And that is a big deal to students. When they see that you are rooting for them, that you are on their side, and that the enthusiasm is there, that is when students will really start to engage with what you're teaching them, and it will become as important to them as it is to you.
There's one other thing I need to talk about when it comes to enthusiasm, and I thought about this the other day as I was putting together this video. So here it is. You need to make sure that enthusiasm is authentic. Make sure the enthusiasm is authentic and not over the top. Over the top energy is going to be so hard to maintain and so hard to keep up for an entire day. And not just that, think about this. Those days build up 5 days a week, and you're going to be needing some help. Don't overdo it, is what I'm saying. Pace your enthusiasm. The other thing I need to mention is be genuine. Make sure your enthusiasm is genuine, because students will know. I mean, maybe not in the first week, maybe not in the second week, but they will pick up on whether you are genuinely enthusiastic about what you're doing or not. You need to find a way to communicate enthusiasm that is genuine. And if you're not genuinely enthusiastic about something, you're not genuinely passionate about what you're doing, then maybe it's time to start considering maybe changing subject matter, changing something large enough to where you can find that enthusiasm you need to carry through the day. I enjoy learning with you. I enjoy teaching with you. And together, we can take over the world.